What's up, everybody? Welcome to ECS Magazine Hangout again on Wednesday night. And tonight, got a couple guests right here. We have Big Rick down in Texas, and we have Ricky Kennedy Photography in Florida. What's going on, guys?
What's happening?
Nothing much, just trying to make it.
Well, the topic of the night is car magazines, and I was going to throw in past and present, so it don't matter. We could talk about the past, and we could talk the present, or we could talk about automotive photographies, models, shooting cars, stuff like that. Now, both of y'all are involved in automotive photography. Now, my question is, when you're doing photography with these cars at the car shows and everything else, do you ever see anything that people do or anything that bothers you when you're trying to shoot? Like
They get in the way.
you just made that real simple. They just get in the way. But
But sometimes the bigger shows, like there's a lot of shows that they judge overnight. That's when I go in there the night before and I shoot all my pics. So usually I get all my pics out of the way. I ain't got to worry about nobody getting in my way. I can have the models half naked and I won't hurt nobody's feelings. You know what I mean?
well, that's one way of looking at it. Ricky Kennedy, how about you?
I early. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it's the biggest thing. And I actually talked to this last show that we went to is a TikTok out of it. Just react at car shows. You'll have your car 2 spots down, and they're with the camera, and it's kind of here. You just wait. I don't know. People all over the place. Just try to be patient.
You're breaking in and out a little bit there, but I caught what you were saying. Didn't you just meet George Aaron for the first time in Florida too?
Yeah.
Don't blush too much.
No, she was really cool, man. A long time. I've been following her probably for about. So didn't get a chance to finally meet her. I did get a chance to get photos. There'll be more.
What's that say? Eastern Connection. Glad someone did. That's one of my photographers up here. That's Joe from Eastern Connection in ECS Magazine. Glad someone did. I guess everybody around the country knows who she is. Um, um, hmm. If there was other car magazines, or if there was still car magazines around, I know what the question. I know what the answer is going to be. If there was car magazines around that were print and that have disappeared and gone away, which one, if you had the choice, which one would you want to come back if they could? That
Me
you made?
personally, I would like to see Lowrider magazine because I remember growing up looking at the culture. Because here in Austin, I hate to say this, but this is like a real liberal city, and it sucks. Um, and there's not that much Hispanic culture here, and that was my way of learning the outside culture of Hispanics, and that's one magazine I do miss. You know, that's my
So
opinion.
what's your thoughts on Joe Ray bringing a?
I can't really comment on that because the people I'm contract with, I can't say nothing. So
Okay.
we'll just say that I don't know. I guess everything speaks for itself.
Well, it does. It is sad that when there's animosity between magazines. But I
That's
mean,
true.
I will. Now, you know where I'm going with that. I will.
Yeah.
I will personally get. I mean, I owned this magazine for what, little almost 22 years.
Hmm.
I can't sit back and say that I won't never go anywhere.
Yeah.
But it does kind of confuse me why any magazine of any sort would want to hate on another car magazine. If anything, you would think they would have a shoulder to lean on. They
Hmm.
have a belly and a pal to call up. Like any car magazine out there could call me up. They can call
Yeah.
me up. I mean, I'm not trying to be friendly with all the car magazines, but I like to get to know the other people that are into the same thing that I am. I look at car
Mhm.
magazines like lowriders and mini trucks look at each other.
Mhm.
I'm being honest. I mean,
Yeah.
you had a mini truck show or a lowrider show, and you see a fellow lowrider come in or fellow mini truck come in, you want to check out their stuff. It's like
Mhm.
me. I like to check out them. But I personally hate, and it hurts to see big print magazines that were around way before I was, just go away.
Yeah, I know. And it's
Or
sad because at the end of the day, it's all about making money, and there's enough money out there for everybody to be making. And it's the egos, especially be like Hispanic people. That's that machismo. That you can't tell me nothing. You know what I'm saying? Are you trying to check me? And I'm like, dude, you're stupid. But that's just my personal opinion. But I, like I said, it's all about making money, basically.
how about you, Ricky Kennedy? I know you're quiet over there.
This delay is kind of irritating. But lowrider, low was definitely the start of the whole custom car scene. One thing that I mentioned in the lowrider show in Ohio that I did culture and then the love and the some of the mini truck shows, but what you see at a lowrider show, magazines, man. I mean, you see my collection. I got a pretty big one. It goes over that one you got, but it yeah, that's what started it for me and into the whole mini trucks. I like the old. If I had to pick a magazine, it would definitely. I mean, I got a lot of.
William Grady down here in the comments says lowrider had the cheap rims too.
Donk. I used to have some Donk magazines.
Yeah, I see that too.
Hmm.
Mini truck Matt, why ain't you on here, man? All you do is click the link, come on. This is like an edited CD. No, it's not like an edited CD. This is the hangout, man. We don't try to stay serious all the time. But man, having Big Rick in here has kind of got me a little fluttered hearted a little bit.
Whoa.
Um, I mean, no, not fluttered hearted in that way. It's just like I'm trying to think of what to say, man. You got me all like starstruck, if you could say.
Bro, I'm a
Uh,
nobody, bro. I'm just trying to make a dollar.
well,
You know,
I've always admired you, though. Your work,
thank you.
your, your
Thank you.
photography skills.
Thank you. And I tell people all the time, just I've been doing this over 15 years. So, I started from nowhere. I started as a nobody, you
We all did.
know, and the Wego tour, John Chuck and them, they were part of the Los Magnificos car show and everything. They gave me my chance. And then I ended up teaming up with Texas Heat Wave and other promoters. And now, they've shown me a lot of love. And that's why I always show them a lot of love. And, now I signed with a promotional company, which I'm happy. Um, I'm just I'm just trying to keep my name clean. You know what I mean? And I'm
But
very honored when they invite me to car shows and they allow me to do me. And I'm very honored when they. Hmm.
all right, somebody's got some feedback going on there.
Trying to figure out what this delay stuff is again over here.
I'm gonna put you in the corner in a minute with a dunk hat.
My volume is down and I
Well, I'm kind of with what was it? Who said it the best? My photographer Joe, Eastern Connections. He says he's missed three of them: mini truck and lowrider and super street.
All right.
That's an interesting one because I hate to be the one to make it, but I actually forgot about super street. Um, Ricky Kennedy over there has a few magazines that I completely forgot about, but I do remember.
Mm-hmm.
Where's
Orleans
that?
and Street.
Yeah.
You
I actually
know,
forgot the other night.
I was
my
trying to
first
get.
magazine I shot for was a magazine called Street Scene Magazine. It was based out of Houston,
I know
and
that one.
I worked for him for a couple of years. You know, I actually enjoyed it, really enjoy it. But now he got females. You know, I hate to say this, but they say, "Well, I've been published." I'm like, "Dude, you've been published on the internet. It ain't the same." You know, if you publish on paper, that's something. But published on the
Thank you.
internet, my personal opinion, that doesn't mean much. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I might get flack for that, but that's just my opinion.
Man, no, you won't get flagged for nothing on this one because this is through a software program. So enjoy trying to boot us now, Facebook. Um, no, the that one kind of stuck me there.
What?
Wow, because we started in 2001, and we always did the online coverage,
Yeah.
and to this day, I still amuse myself, and it's still fascinating why I went from online coverage for years, and I know exactly what you're talking about, where all the females or the cars would talk about. I was on ECS magazine, or I was on Drop Draw magazine. I'm on their website and all that stuff. But when Drop Draw magazine went print, that was the big difference. And then when we went print was a big difference. But what kind of amuses me is the fact that we went online to print, and car magazines out there went from print to online.
Hmm.
I just can't figure out, why do I feel like I went backwards?
I don't know. You know, maybe because they've been around so long, they wanted to do something different.
Yeah, but I could
But
have pulled a lot of.
all I'm gonna say is you can't if you're in the office, if you know what I'm talking about, you can't have your laptop looking through it. You know what I mean? You want to read through a magazine while you're handling your business, right or wrong.
Exactly. But I personally, I chose to go print. I mean, we've only
Hmm.
got what? We released our 40th print magazine.
Hmm.
I'm just going to be front up. I've only done, this is the 40th print. But I started doing the print because a lot of the magazines were starting to have talk about closing doors and
Yeah.
walking away. And then some recently that came about and started doing really well, closed doors and walked away. And then supposedly I've been hearing rumors there's a couple more that's about to close doors and walk away. And it breaks my heart, man, because like you and a lot of other people, when you build a custom mini truck or lowrider, rat rod, or like, we do everything. We don't just do
Hmm.
lowriders, we do it all. But I do that for a reason, because I have a how can you put it? I appreciate detail and
Hmm.
hard work in a lot of different vehicles, and just
Yeah.
instead of one. Do I have a couple of my favorites? Yeah, I'm not gonna hide it. I love lowriders and mini trucks, but I do have, when I go to different shows and see different cars and even see the covers come in to go into the prints and stuff. There's some interesting ideas and stuff that you can incorporate into your ideas,
Hmm.
you know. But the print thing is kind of, it's it's different. It's a lot different. You have something to show for. You have something to hold in your hand. The website and internet is never always guaranteed. You know.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's very true. Because honestly, I'm not even gonna sit here in front. There's a lot of people out there that do not want to spend money anymore. You
Oh, I
know,
know.
when I go to car shows, the way I make my money is I sell posters, I sell pictures, I sell stuff like that of people's cars and ladies, and I sell it for $25 because I gotta be able to take care of me and the model. But
Exactly.
sometimes some people don't want to buy it. They don't want to spend $8 on a magazine, $10 on a magazine. there's a lot of broke people out there. Not say they're broke, but there's a lot of people that don't want to spend or support entrepreneurs. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and and with the sales of ECS magazine lately, I could feel that burn too.
Hmm.
I mean, it still sells, but it don't sell like it used to. Does that
Yeah,
make sense?
yeah.
Because
I totally understand.
well, we ain't gonna get political, but I do understand that people out there rather take that $10 and buy
Hmm.
their kids food. You know, eh, I definitely understand that.
You know, it also, but you know, there's a lot of supporters out there that support what you do, even with their support, that doesn't, put so much money in your pocket. You know what I mean? I was always taught, don't stick with your regular customers, get new customers, because the
Exactly,
new customers will put more money in your pocket, not your return customers. You know what I mean?
exactly, and that's why we reach out. I mean,
Hmm.
we just recently started going into East Canada,
Oh wow.
um, which my photographer in Canada gets upset because he wants to shoot Georgia Aaron too. He goes, she's on the west side of Canada.
Oh wow.
But yeah, we just started doing the east side of Canada. We're doing the whole east half of the United States. And it's funny to me is just 10 years ago, we were only doing South Carolina, North Carolina, Virginia.
Honestly,
So,
I'm not gonna lie to you. I've never seen one of your magazines,
oh, I know
but
that.
huh?
I'm aware of that.
I've never seen one. I seen on, yeah, I've seen it right now, but I've never seen them. Honestly, here in Texas, there's not that many truck magazines, any kind of magazines down here.
Yeah, I know.
I haven't seen a
Used to
magazine
be.
since Lowrider. Honestly,
They used to be.
there used to be.
Oh, yeah, they used to be.
Mm.
Matter of fact, your old girl Misty Gonzalez was on one of the covers of our print.
Which print was that one?
And when we first started doing the print, actually, I think it was the second, third, maybe fourth magazine. I can't remember. I can't. We have to look it up. But she was on. She was on one of them. Russell shot it.
Oh, badass.
Yeah, Russell shot it before he left. I wonder where he's at right now. I mean, it's been years since I've talked to him. But yeah, we were doing the Texas shows, and that's why a lot of people down there hasn't really heard of East Coast Styles or ECS magazine. They have, but they haven't. And
Hmm.
if they do, they remember they think we're still online, which we are, but we don't do online covers no more. I
Yeah,
cut all that off because I offended a lot of people when I did that. People was like, "Why did you take the coverage off of doing online? Why would I want to?
yeah,
Why would I want to?" You got Facebook now. You got all your friends and bubbas and everything throwing coverage and photo albums all over the social media outlets. Why would I want to do online coverage now?
yeah,
Nobody's gonna come to my site to look at pictures anymore. They're gonna go to their buddy's Facebook page.
yeah.
Matt made a good point. What social media has a lot of things. Include you get people out with. I mean, you can tell on the end, but I mean they shoot just as good as these a Facebook page and look at pictures on the magazine.
I really wish I can get. I wish Matt, Mini Truck Matt, can get in here. He was trying to get in here. He said something is not working out with his microphone. I really wish I can get him in here because he's been in the show scene for a while too,
Hmm.
and most of the majority in the mini truck scene and stuff. So he understands a lot of what I'm talking about and we're talking about. He does videos on. He's got some videos up on TikTok. If you ever get bored and want to check it out, that he goes through old photos. He's been going through old photos. He's even mentioned some older magazines, including Bois. You know,
Hmm.
I don't like being old, but I am old.
You're only
But
old as you feel, man.
I mean, come on, man. Big Rick, I started this in February 17th, 2001.
Me
I
and you are
started
probably the same age, bro.
I started this crap when I was 21 and I'm 43.
Hey, I hate to say this, but I'm 40, 41, honestly.
43 years old. I started this when I was 21.
Yeah.
I used to be in animated attractions in North Carolina. I used to hang around, and I used to love. Before I started my magazine, I was following Drop Draw magazine.
Hmm.
You know, and I used to look up to them guys. I still do. Yeah,
But you
he
know
still
what?
has.
But you know what though? You know what's so crazy is um we're walking around with cameras. You know, I personally shoot with the 5D Mark IV. Um, and sometimes I'm trying to get the perfect angles, but somebody comes in with an iPhone 14 or one of these high-powered Androids, and they take a picture too, and they're like, "Well, my picture's good enough as yours." I say, "Bro, it's not. It's to me, it's not the same, but sometimes their camera's good too. Just I don't know.
Don't
It's I'm not a
understand
phone
though.
photographer.
A lot of them don't understand it. And I try to explain it. Ask me to do private shoots. Printing one of those out off of a cell phone. It's good for social media. Crush if you try and do anything else.
Hello?
Big Rick, you got to readjust your screen too, Bubba.
Oh shit. Okay.
And we show
Yeah.
everything.
Mini
Yeah.
truck Matt, what is up, buddy?
Good afternoon, gentlemen. Sorry for tardiness. I went through. I so, is it okay if I speak?
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Okay, Greg, touch on what you guys have been talking about on print media. And I commented a moment ago that the internet and but I have so much more. So yes, big people started sharing pictures, and when they did that, so then people were finding more. It was quick, it was fast. Just less and less subscriptions. If you've noticed, 5 years, people, especially our age, are anticipation a lot more. I get messages a lot about, and there are no pictures that exist, and there's none of that leakage, if you will, of going on, and that's exciting. Shows, and it's just blowing everybody heard of it, and I feel that print media coming back pretty strong in the near future. You'll just hold on just a little bit longer, having a tangible product and having something. Hey, I was there during that debut. Tangible product that's sold nationwide was there, and I remember that. And I feel that we've become more respectful and understanding its power now. We started to eat at print media. That it's dead. I just feel it got a gut check. What do you guys think about that?
Well, I put myself on pause for a moment because my wife's arguing with a trash can. But
Back on the goddamn floor. Not funny, guys. Where's he?
Oh my God, this is so embarrassing now. Oh,
Fix my light.
My mom told him to fill the trash barrel.
welcome to my world. No, I think I understand what you're saying, Matt. You and Ricky Kennedy have microphones that are going in and out a lot.
I see.
I don't know if Big Rig noticed that too. Them two right there go in and out real bad.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, cool.
I hear you guys fine, but his was doing what you're saying about mine. I don't know. My little
Maybe it's your internet connection.
not red because mine's red. What it is?
Matt, let me get it straight. What you're basically saying is since the people are starting to slowly come back to print magazines. But okay, but the thing is there's not many left no more. But there's more coming out though.
So, can you guys?
You're breaking up.
It's
Me,
mess-
the the can y'all hear me at all?
You're like every other word you can hear.
Oh, I plugged my microphone in, and I don't know if y'all can hear it through that internet connection.
Actually, that's a little bit better, maybe.
All right, a different room.
Okay. Big Rick, what I think he's talking about is everybody's starting to go back to wanting prints and everything else, and maybe that's so. And we'll see a lot of other big magazines come back, more real photographers, and get out there and do what they got to do. But I think I might understand Matt on one part. Hopefully, I'm getting this right. But I think he's talking about a lot of the old car show pictures are like disappearing because there's nowhere to really look at them at.
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
that's true.
so are
And
y'all giving me a hint there? Maybe I need to bring back some links to some old covers or something.
I definitely stores that we used to see.
I wouldn't put it in print. I mean, I would put a section where they go to the website and go by the years and go back into older years and look at some older coverages by the show names or dates or something like a text link or something to the pictures or something.
Hear me better now?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, good. Yeah, it was so what I was talking about, that when the internet and got really popular amongst many truckers is when we started posting and sharing more as we were undercutting the magazines our own features before the magazine. And I think what is 5 years is that people are responsible with using the internet, and that if I take pictures of this truck and I try to build it makes it to the show, people aren't, or they're not wowed by it because of the surprise. So I feel that this gives an opportunity to doing features again, because how we're using the internet, because debuts that come out that nobody out up until the point they were, and it gives the magazines sometimes to take that, to make that feature then, and of course with technology, print magazines than they could 20 years ago. It gives them that opportunity, building a vehicle 6-8 months before you end. If everybody's been following release, everybody knows what it looks like. I knows all the specs, that it debuts at, then the magazine, but they can get that about it at that point of it now that have sent to me personally. They are being built that are going to debut at mini now. That it's just going to blow people away. To make those features, and everybody sees it at the show, and then to see it in print, and are starting to have an opportunity to come back. Internet being more responsible.
Matt,
Did that go through?
man, I was trying not to say nothing, but I was looking at Big Rick's face over here. He just kept going, "Oh my god, oh my god."
I'm right by the internet.
Mine's doing it too, dude.
What, mine?
Mine's an. You mine.
Yeah.
Me and him apparently are.
It's these two right here. Right here and right there. Check your internet connection.
Big Rick sitting there was like, I saw you, man. While Matt was talking, you were sitting there going, like
It's just breaking up. It's just breaking up. You know, I was trying to listen to what he was saying, but every other word he was saying was breaking up. You know, he you know, from what I did hear, some of it's true. You know what I mean?
I love you to death, Matt. I love you to death, Matt. But I was right with him. I'm sitting there. I felt my smoke coming from my head, trying to comprehend word by word what you were saying.
Hey, but I totally understand what you're saying, man. I totally understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
I totally understand. You know, it's just there's a lot of I hate to say this, wannabe photographers that are out there, and you know, instead of you can push for print, but by the time you push your print out, somebody's already slammed all the pictures from that show out. So and if people share it on their feeds, they'll be like, "Oh, I done seen these pictures. Why did I waste my money on this magazine?" And that's how sometimes people think. That's my personal opinion.
That's
I'm
the
guilty
part.
of being that too.
That's the part that hurts us. I mean, so
Yeah.
if other print magazines feel that pain, we feel that pain too. Like, for instance, like he said, like Ricky Kennedy sent me covers. By the time, like you just said, by the time I put it into the print, hell, I've seen all the cars.
Yeah.
Every
And
Facebook, every Instagram, every TikTok, I see it everywhere.
I'm guilty of that too, because like with me is when I get invited to these shows, I do all the pictures, and the next day or two I blast them out because they want they tell me it's for promoting their shows. So and I usually I get all the good angles, I get all the good shots, I get everything, and I'm already pushing it out there before anybody else can do it.
Yeah.
Like what we do when said any of that coverage. Yes, but with Bill Gary, I the album actually too, where his print comes out. I've already posted it. Some people I know you're looking at me if I'm going to take it.
Let's see it. Let's go real quick before you start talking anymore. Let's see if Matt still talks like a robot.
Okay. This is my third one. Can you guys hear me okay this time? No?
It's like an old Japanese movie.
We can hear you.
You're talking and
All right.
Matt's like, screw this, I'll stick with my TikTok videos.
I tried.
Hey, look, you know what, Matt? I'll say it before you get mad at me and hang up again. I do still have a lot of respect for you, my friend.
Thank
Yeah, everybody's got to at least check him out on TikTok. If you're watching this video now or you're watching it after fact, you got to check him out on TikTok. Mini Trucking Matt.
And if y'all have Instagram or anything, feel free to follow me. Big R Photos, one word. Um, I'm just a guy. I'm just a guy with a camera that loves taking pictures. I believe like when it comes out to taking pictures, you got to get the best angles. And me, I'm not scared. I'll lay on the floor in 100-degree weather. I ain't even crying about it. The floor can be 125 degrees. I'm laying on the floor to get that shot.
Hey, Big Rick. Look, I put my eyes right here. You just keep talking, and I put my head right here.
Right there, right there. Yeah, 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 yeah. Look. Yeah. Nah, but so yeah, where y'all Matt, where are you located?
I'm in
Yeah. Get a piece of paper.
No, he's not. He's not doing sign
I'm in
language, Miranda.
Virginia. I don't know if you can hear me.
Virginia?
United States map.
I'm so sorry. I'm trying not to laugh. Big Rob or Big Rick, I'm gonna have to move you on the screen or something. I can't.
Okay. There we go. There we go. There we go.
I'm trying to be so professional with you guys, and every time Big Rick talks, he gets closer. Oh my god. Anyway, whew. I can't even be serious right now. Oh my god. This is why we all live in different states, and God didn't want us to be in the same state because we all went to car shows at the same time. This
Oh
is me
man,
retarded.
oh my god.
So, Big Rick, when you got
What's
into
up?
automotive photography and you started getting into modeling and using models with cars, who was one of your first models that you worked with?
The first model I ever worked with was a model named Danny. Her name, we called her Miss Danny. She's still a good friend to this day. I worked for a little bit, but the main model I worked with for 8 years was a model called Miss Misty, the model. She she's nationally known. She traveled all over. But we no longer work together. But I worked with other models, and it's fun, but you gotta deal with attitudes.
Oh yeah, and one's like my poor photographer Joe just experienced for a couple times actually, where he get all the way to the point where he sets up the photo shoot and they just don't show up or they call out. They call out.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
see, the a lot of the females I deal with, I haven't been stood up yet, thank God. The a lot of the females I do deal with are very professional, and they're very on. They're not always on time. I can't say that, but they're there.
but am I the
Yeah.
only one? Like I'm not gonna say I'm the only one. Some of my other photographers and everything else. How do you feel when you go through all your trouble to do a photo shoot with a car and a beautiful woman and everything else, and then you get as far as getting the car there, you set up the photo shoot, you got everything set up for the photo shoot, and the girl just calls you up and goes, "I can't make it."
I haven't experienced that yet, thank God.
Unfortunately, my photographer Joe Eastern Connection is writing into the thing. This happened to him a few times, and I I've had it happen to me, and it hurts. It really hurts because you're sitting here with a cool car and no model to do the shoot with, and you're just kind of stuck there. Like, now what?
Well, the thing is, like, usually when I get a model to do it, she's making good money, so they're not gonna pass up on that.
Your Apple II.
What's that?
The Matt, mini truck Matt, he has problems trying to talk, so he just figured he just stand there and sit there and bop his head, look cute, and text into the chat room.
But I do got to get going because remember I told you I can only be here for a little longer. Thank you for having me on your show, bro. I would love to be on it again whenever you want me to.
Of course, just remember every Wednesday night at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. There's a different topic every Wednesday. Usually, I have my host do this, but the last couple of times we got personal issues and I have to step in, and he's much better at doing this whole thing than I am.
Yeah. Well, thank you again. It was nice talking to you, all of y'all.
I appreciate it, Rick.
I can't wait to see some of y'all work. Hopefully y'all can check mine out. Don't mind the half naked women on my Instagram if y'all follow me.
I don't mind it at all. I actually enjoy it.
Y'all have a good one.
All right, buddy.
All right, let's.
Okay, Robo Killer. Let's talk.
Yeah.
We'll try.
Oh. Yeah. It explains it. I'm on Apple. This piece of shit back to Best Buy. I have, dude. I
Where my
have this
mouth is
issue.
moving, and nobody.
See?
I'm starting to feel like both of y'all should just text me what you're going to say, and y'all just move your mouth when I say the words.
Oh Lord.
Many fucking Matt's getting ready to talk, and this is what he's going to say. No offense, I've never seen that happen. But anyway, okay. Mini Truck Matt, that's sitting over on the far right, he says, I don't think this is working. LOL. I'm still waiting for more text.
I gave up on this whole mic.
Look, Mini Truck Matt, you know what? The next time you go live on TikTok, I'm joining your video.
Crashed my
I
CD.
don't plan on going your TikTok live video and go, but it's good to be here. I really like hanging out with you guys. My photographer just said you scratched my CD. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. You know what? I appreciate you guys coming. I'm gonna end this one early because the subject is off subject. Mini Truck and Matt over on the right hand side. He says my phone fine works on TikTok. Okay, hopefully your phone works fine on TikTok because your words don't. Don't hit your head on the computer. My phone fine works on TikTok. Am I reading that wrong, or did you actually typed it like that? Next thing you know, he's going to have to say that he has to get off take poop on toilet lid. Ricky in the middle, right there. It's sitting right there. He's telling Matt that you're skipping even in text. ECS Magazine Hangout is destroyed. Primo, if you're watching, listening, get better with the COVID rebound situation and take back over this Hangout because Reggie.
Don't buy Apple product.
Mini Truck Matt says it's modern Yoda speak. Oh God, JVR from Import Evolution just came in to see us acting like complete idiots now. Great, nice. Hi, JVR. We're freaking off the wires. Yes. You know what? On that note, because Joe's making fun of me now, and Matt's talking Yoda language, and Ricky Kennedy don't know what. Okay. Thanks for everybody coming out to East Coast Styles Magazines, ECS Magazines Hangout. It's been a pleasure having everybody on here. It's been a really great conversation for the last 46 minutes about absolutely car shows, magazines, automotive photography, and picking on each other's words. My phone is dyslexic. Is that dyslexic or dyslexic?
It's dyslexic.
Oh, so you can talk. Is that the way it's spelled?
I think, and it's Japanese.
I might have to
It looks like
do that shit.
that when you glance, that looks like something written on a prescription bottle. Anyway, thanks everybody coming out to ECS Magazine Hangout. I'm gonna say it again. This was brought to you by Control Freak. ControlFreak.com. Check them out for your automotive gadgets for 12-volt accessories. We've had big. No, we're not having fun. We're screwing the whole freaking hangout. And Primo needs to come back, JVR. Okay? I am a bad host. I am the guy that you want to take you to your party and have a big bottle of moonshine and say, let's have fun. Technology. Technology. Matt, Matt, before we get off live, when are you going live on your TikTok? Because now I'm bored.
Do you want
Matt, you might have to type that because I don't understand that sign language stuff. You guys are having fun. No, we're not. Not at all. Not well. They are. I'm not having fun. I'm flustered. I'm dyslexic. I'm dyslexic and flustered. No, I do not want. Why would I want to co-host your on TikTok Live? I probably have to type just like you do. I'll come in and be like, I don't know me, but I'm just going to type, and Matt's going to read it. Okay? Thank you for everybody for coming out to ECS Magazine Hangout. There's some really good mustache. See y'all next Wednesday.